We don't kink shame, no. We don't kink shame, no. We don't kink shame, no. If you're into it, just be into it. You know what he said on his stream about hugging? He did not want to hug me. He lost interest in hugging me because he realized that I would never be in a poly relationship with them. He said that on his stream. That's why he's felt so fucking uncomfortable. But not once did he ever come to me and say, hey, can you stop doing that? Or like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. I'm gonna find out after I leave. He claims I hugged him from behind, and I can think of the time he was, like, upset about this. Like, I hugged his side, we were sitting in our office, and I hugged his side and said, hey, what's up? Like, you're being distant. I miss you. Because I could see, like, he was visibly, like, distraught. And I guess that's what he was talking about, and that's what he told Lainey. That he did not want to get a hug from me, because he felt like we would never be in a relationship together, and he felt bad about that. But this is well over, like, a few weeks into us living together. I know I was brought there for work. Exactly. But I'm horrible for hugging him because he realized that, oh, we're never gonna be poly together. He hugged me so much by that point, it was, like, so common to just hug. He's like, you don't even need to ask me, just hug me. That's like, he used to say that. I got super comfortable. I bet you can't guess who started with the hugs. I bet you can't guess. No, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, I bet you can't guess. Let me tell you something. Communication's very important. If you do not want something, you better fucking be vocal about it. It's like when somebody's getting raped, but they don't, like, say any indication that they don't want to be raped, yet afterwards they're like, I wish you didn't do that, like, I feel so raped right now, and, like, the person's like, oh, but you didn't give any indication that you didn't want me to do that, so, like, how was I supposed to know? And they're like, oh, well, I was too afraid to say something. And then they decide it was rape because they didn't say anything about it. It's basically the same thing. If you don't want somebody to hug you, tell them to stop. It's not hard. I know he's happily married, but then why did he, like hugging me, and then he stopped liking to hug me? Also, why was it bad to ask, like, why he was being distant? Why was that a bad question? If he didn't want to hug me, then why did he always offer hugs? I mean, like, can anybody give me an answer to that? He said in his stream that he was afraid to say anything because he thought that I would say something and everybody would just believe me. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? If it's true, say it. Don't be afraid that I'm gonna say something. Because what do I say in my streams about them? What do I say? And there's another thing. He got mad when I hugged him. But then when somebody else doesn't want to hug him, that's a bad thing? Like what? Are we supposed to just bow down? I don't get it. He didn't want to hug me. Because, oh, you know, I realized Sam and I will never be in a poly relationship. You know, somebody should download that stream before he deletes it and says that I'm lying about what he said. If friends give each other full body massages, why is a hug bad? Why am I such a criminal? Why is that inappropriate? He hugged me in front of Lainey. He did not want me to hug him because he realized we would never be in a poly relationship together. We were living together and hugging for a month. And then one time I hug him, and then that's crossing, like, the boundaries. Because I hugged him from behind while he was sitting in a chair. Like, he's sitting here, and I reach over and I hug him. That's crossing a boundary.